All right, if you're an Android developer, you know there are some tasks that pop up in pretty much every project. And today, we're going to talk about one of the big ones, file uploads. So let's just dive right in and see how we can make this whole process way simpler. I'm going to take a wild guess and say, yes, you probably are. We have all been there. You know, you're using an awesome, powerful library like Retrofit, and then you need to upload a file, and suddenly you're just drowning in boilerplate code. It's frustrating.
And it's true. You've got to set up multi-part bodies, figure out how to handle all the different progress states, manage file types. It just gets messy, and it gets messy fast. It always feels like it should be easier than it is. Well, what if I told you it could be?
And here it is. Enter RetrofitUploadKit. This is the solution to that headache. It's a fantastic little library built with one single goal, to get rid of all that boilerplate and just make your developer life a whole lot easier.
So what is this thing exactly? Well, think of it as a lightweight Kotlin-based helper that works right alongside Retrofit. Its entire job is to hide all that nasty complexity of file uploads, leaving you with code that's not just shorter, but also way cleaner and easier to maintain down the road.
Okay, so let's pop the hood and see what makes this library so great. We're going to look at its main features and, maybe more importantly, just how ridiculously fast you can get it up and running in your own app.
The magic is really packed into these key features. I mean, the integration is super smooth. It handles all sorts of file types right out of the box. Images, docs, you name it. And what if you need to upload a bunch of files at once? Yep, it's got you covered with batch uploads. And if you have some really specific needs, don't worry, it's fully customizable.
And this is super important. It's actively maintained. We're on version 1.0.2, which is always a great sign. It means the library is alive and well and constantly getting better. In fact, that latest update, it added something huge.
And this is it. This is the game changer in the latest update. That 1.0.2 version added seamless video uploads. So now, the exact same simple process you'd use for a photo works just as well for a video. How cool is that?
So how easy is it to get started? I'm not kidding, it's basically 3 steps. You add one line to your Gradle file, you tell the library what your server's base URL is, and you set up a quick data source. That is it. You are ready to upload files.
All right, enough talk. Let's look at some actual code, because this is where you're really going to see the beauty of this library. We're about to see a whole lot of complexity just melt away into something incredibly simple.
First up, you define your service. Just look at how clean this interface is. The really important part here is that it returns a Kotlin flow. Now, this is perfect for handling UI states because it can send out updates over time, like an uploading state, then an uploaded state, or maybe an error state if things go wrong.
And now for the best part. In your view model, this is all it takes to actually start the upload. It's a single call to your service, you just pass in the file, and then you collect that flow to update your UI. No more manual progress listeners, no more messy callbacks. It is all handled for you.
And that really is the core message here, isn't it? What you just saw, that's the whole promise of this library. Just a couple of clean, easy-to-read lines of code, and your entire file upload process, start to finish, including all the state management, is just done.
So the code looks great, but let's talk about what this actually means for you and your projects. What's the real-world benefit? What's the payoff for bringing this into your daily workflow?
Well, the benefits are pretty obvious and pretty awesome. You are going to build things faster, period. Your code base is going to be so much cleaner without all that old boilerplate junk. That makes it easier for you and your whole team to read and maintain. And you get reliable built-in progress tracking, which, let's be honest, is a huge pain to build from scratch every single time.
So, after seeing all of that, I guess the only question left is, are you ready to finally take the headache out of file uploads? Are you ready to spend less time reinventing the wheel and more time focusing on the cool, unique features of your app?
If you're nodding your head right now, then your next step is super simple. Just head on over to the GitHub repo. You'll find the full setup guide, tons of examples, and of course, the complete source code. Go give it a star, try it out in your next project, and get back to building features, not fighting with file uploads.